Beats Planet.
Listen, don't ask me why we late. Mind your business. Mind your business. I mean, just imagine a world where every time Voch and Will Steele did something unsavory, we got to come in here and explain. We got to come in here and beg, and we got to come in here to plead with y'all. Not going to be able to do it. We going to do whatever it is that we want to do because that's just how things work around here. That's just what we do at the volume. Now, we got pads on today. Will Steele, we got pads on today. Okay, so as I'm scrolling through my little Twitter feed or whatever, they say, "Where's Voch? Where's Will? They running late." Well, we running late because we trying to get the tea for y'all. For y'all. We lying. We just had some technical difficulties. We're trying to fix some things. I just trying to go live on. But it is what it is. Don't worry, mind your business. All right. We do have pads today on. We do have pads today on. They got pads on today. And when we get pads on, it's it just opens up this new opportunity for evaluation. You feel me, Will Steele? So I don't need to see things like wide receivers releases. I don't need to see guys field punts. I don't need to see Michael Gallup on the cords. I don't need to see Dak Prescott stretching. I don't need to see linebackers dropping back in coverage. I don't need to see Jabril Cox getting in his zone. I need to see 300-pound people running into each other. That's what we need. And that's the bottom line, because Lombardi said so. With that being said, I know what you're thinking, y'all. I know what you're thinking, y'all. That volume 306 kind of spiffy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. That shit is kind of spiffy, isn't it? That shit is kind of A. You know what I mean? I wanted to wait to do the rollout, man, but I'm impatient, man. I can't hold water in my stomach, bro. So, hey, look, I'm just gonna, just politely just drop the link in the chat box right now. Later on, we'll have the links in the descriptions and in the comment section. Y'all can feel free to do whatever it is that you want to do with that. Will Steele, yours is on the way. Be patient, sir. Please hit all the like buttons, hit all the algorithm buttons. We got a banger of a show for y'all today. Plenty news to get to. Camp is going on right now, so we're going to get you everything that we, missed over the weekend, all the important tidbits that was going on today. And, if we missed anything today, we'll go over it tomorrow. You know what I mean? We got plenty of days to get this right. I'm your host, Voch Lombardi.
You are watching a master at work.
And I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, man. Master William was good.
Now you know your ass is Willie.
Follow him on social media platforms at Skywalker Steele, SKYWALKERSTEELE. Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
Well, I mean, that actually was a drop that's worthy today because it's been a rough go about it on Twitter, bro. It's been a rough go about it on Twitter.
It's been a little rough, man. Let's get into it, man. We ain't doing nothing else. We got some sound clips today. We're going to have sound clips every day, just from here to the end of the season. There's always going to be press conferences. There are always going to be, coaches and player availability and things like that. So we're always going to have some quotes for you guys. And I got some interesting stuff pulled up for y'all today. And of course, we've got the good little Twitter news. You know what I mean? We got a lot of training camp things to cover, and we're just gonna slowly but surely go over some of those things. We'll just kind of start with just like news updates or whatever. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go too crazy right this second. Jabril Cox had a little bit of a scare. Will Steele, just a small, tiny bit of a scare, but he's fine. He's not the injury concern that we need to worry about, and this kind of opens up the door for a greater conversation. Yeah. Will Steele, James Washington, we wanted to get the full-blown update on him. Now, I'm trying to be fair here. I'm trying to be down the middle here. I'm trying not to be overreact guy, but at this point, is James Washington a candidate for?
Basically, fuck him.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, he's done. We got the update. James Washington has a broken foot. He's that's pretty much done for the season. So he'll get the injury IR settlement deal situation, and Dallas should be jumping right back into the wide receiver market.
Now, with a broken foot, you can technically come back in 8 or so weeks, but I don't think James Washington is a dude that you want to wait around like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's not like D-Law or something. You know, like D-Law break his foot, you hang around and you wait for D-Law. And he came back week 15 or 16 or so when he broke his foot in week 1. So I don't think we're just sitting around waiting on James Washington to come back week 9 or something like that. Because to be fair, it'll just be Tober season by then, right?
Sure. I mean, listen, you can look at James as, hey, let's see where he's at by week, what did you say, 8, 9? And,
something like that.
And if he's needed, then cool. If not, hey, fella, we just going to keep you on IR for the rest of the year. You collect that little IR check. So, but I wouldn't be looking at James Washington as a guy for this offense at any point in time during this. I will move forward.
Yeah, it ain't one of those situations.
Yeah.
Interesting. Somebody just tagged me on Twitter. Ian Rappaport tweeted 23 minutes ago. The Bears have received calls. They have held trade talks centered around offensive tackle Tevin Jenkins. He was drafted like 2 years ago from OK State, and I was a big fan of him. So I don't know why the hell he's in trade conversation right now. I don't know what the business. He was one of my favorite offensive linemen coming out. So I don't know if he robbed the bank or he got called some coke at the border, but Tevin Jenkins is in trade talk, so that is what that is. I wanted to run some sound clips today, and I'm gonna try to segue Jones it or whatever. The guys that I got pulled up for y'all, they made some pretty interesting waves during camp this weekend, and we didn't get a chance to cover everything with camp or whatever. So, what's his name? Kevontae Turpin. USFL, you know what I mean? And me and Will Steele was just kind of being funny earlier pre-show, like, hey man, just CeeDee Lamb don't get hurt. You know what I mean? We can get Turpin all the wide receiver snaps we want. Throw Vasher, throw Semi, throw Noah out there. But Turpin is a guy that joined the team, and there's been a bunch of waves about him, but I haven't really given my thoughts about it, and Will Steele, I would love to hear what you have to say. But I just got some of the sound clips from his availability. Kevontae Turpin, we know that you're going to be a return man, but are there any other roles on this team that you're looking to work on? Like, even Devin Hester played cornerback on paper, technically, you know what I'm saying? So until he got moved to receiver. But let's see what Turpin had to say about his roles outside of being a return man.
Yeah, return man, that's what I do. I'm a specialty guy, so I'm just here to prove everybody that I'm a true receiver. Our special team, that's just what I do. I can wake up and do that. So I'm just here to prove everybody that I'm a receiver now.
I like that.
I like that also. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, I can always look at these guys, these USFL guys, these G League dudes, these
hate me
XFL guys. You know what I mean? I can look at these guys and have my own thoughts and opinions on, like, all right, whatever, fella. Like, let me see something in preseason first before I really get into that mindset with you. But hey, man, he says that he's willing to put in the work. He wants to do things outside of just kick returning. Now, it's rare that you can just get a job being a kick returner. You got to be a dynamic dude to get a job.
He is
just being a kick returner. And sure, based on because I'm not watching film on it, but the little bit of highlights that I've seen from him, he looks a bit dynamic. So preseason would be a great way for him to prove himself, right?
Yeah.
But this is what I found funny, Will Steele. Somebody asked the question. Somebody asked him in the back, "Hey man, how much you weigh?" Like, they ain't saying like that. They said a lot more professional.
You little
hey, bro, you got do you have cleats on? You barefoot right now? How tall are you?
You live, bro?
You True Classic tees to make you look a little more swole, you know what I mean? You should
come holler
at us. But Turpin had this to say about his size.
Like 155 right now, so at the same
Okay,
time.
let me just stop him right there. 155 is crazy.
Hold on.
We'll see how much you weigh.
I weigh more than him, but I'm not big, dog. I'm little.
And look, y'all the same height too.
No,
relatively.
They lying. He ain't 5'9". Ain't no way, dog. Look,
a little bitty.
He said that strong. Man, look, I'm 155 right now, but I'm looking to put on a little bit more. 155.
You better put some weight on. Let me reset this and just let me just grow up and be an adult for a second and run this broadcast on the volume, this syndicated network.
He
here.
needs some milk.
I wish I had a drop. I ain't got a drop for nobody getting bigger. Here we go.
So I'm just here to prove everybody that I'm a receiver now.
Dante, what's your weight at, and do you worry at all about being able to maintain in the NFL that way?
Well, I'm like 155 right now, so at the same time, you know, I always been the smallest guy on the field, so
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's no problem with me.
You the smallest guy on the team, player. You ain't got a lot of me.
But I'm looking to gain weight too, but I'm good where I'm at.
Even if he does gain weight, right? Just looking at his frame, right? He's very small. If he gains 15 pounds, that's 175. That's a little bitty.
170. Yeah, he tight. Yeah.
That's a little bitty. You know what I mean? And I don't want to. We kind of went through this before, Will, with Lucky Whitehead. You know what I mean? We was like, hey man, but if he's just doing gadgety things, if he's just doing kick return, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, that hasn't really been the Cowboy way the last couple of years. We don't necessarily get super tall receivers necessarily, excluding TJ Vasher. He's different. We don't normally go for super tall receivers, but we haven't really been in the business of sub 6 foot people. You understand? And this is as sub 6 foot he's 155. You know what I mean? This is as small as it's been in a while. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we'll see. But Brian Broader says this thing, that if you're going to be a small school guy, he was TCU, but not small school. But if you're going to be like a USFL guy, if you're going to be an undrafted type dude, if you're going to be a smaller dude, you better be able to walk on water. You know what I mean? So if his return ability is walk on water-ish, and we're going to see in the preseason, then maybe there could be a spot for him on the team. Will Steele, what are your overall thoughts on Kevontae Turpin?
Well, I think he is that guy that you're looking for as a returner. I think he steps in day one and he's your returner. And if that's all he does, it's a win. Because you don't have that dynamic return man. He has 6 return touchdowns in college. That you can't scoff over that, right? 4 punt returns, I believe, and 2 kickoff returns. So right away, he brings something to the table. But I'm with him. I want to see what Kellen Moore can do from an offensive schematic standpoint. When you got specialty player like that, can you package him in certain things? Jet sweeps, quick screens, things like that, where he can get down and slide. Because I don't want him to get hit. I don't want to get hurt. Can he get out of bounds?
You need to get hit as least as possible.
Boy, listen.
It need to be a bunch of fair catches from him, a bunch of out of bounds is for him. Oh, Lord, yeah.
I'm just worried when the first 240-pound linebacker running 4.4, 4.5 is flying down on his ass. You know what I mean? So, quick things. Get him out of bounds, get upfield. But if he gets an open field, from those highlights I saw, ain't too many people going to catch him.
Well, all them jet sweeps going out of bounds. But the chain game finna be his friend. Look, as soon as he get the ball, he going straight to the line, Judge, boy. He ain't going nowhere.
Hey, man, learn how to land that plane. That's what I'm saying. Learn how to land that jet.
In case anybody wanted to know, got a little bit of now we still on watermelon juice, not watermelon flavored drink, but we on watermelon juice. But we decided to add a little beet and ginger in there. You know what I mean?
Well, so show them where you can pour it at. Or we waiting? We rolling that out another day?
No, that's later. That's later. Hang tight. Me and you gonna do that together on the next Monday when we come back from. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. Will Still.
Gotcha.
Company man, you all right, bro? But how about this though? Our guy Jabril Cox has some media. And we saw some pretty good clips from him. Matter of fact, Will Still, if you check your Twitter in the DMs, I have a little bit of Jabril Cox running around a little bit. So if you can find that DM, go ahead and pull that up as I just kind of talk about this. Appreciate you, sir. We've been talking about Jabril since he's been drafted. And, we need Jabril. Jabril is a guy that we need. So seeing him running around, seeing him bursty, seeing him looking good on the legs, that's a good sign. That's a fantastic sign. And Jabril's one of these guys to where it's more than just his job, right? Like Jabril being a player that can play for you, that's good for Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? And we don't want there to be deficiencies when we move Micah Parsons around. When we move Micah Parsons to edge and Jimmy Joe Kafelkovich comes in and, he's terrible at linebacker. He's flopping around and he can't run. That's bad for us. That's going to make us keep Micah Parsons at linebacker, right? But if we can get a dude that's adequate, whether it be Jabril and Van Der Esch or whatever that combination is, Gifford out there fighting for his life right now because everybody fast but him. But Brillo being athletic, Brillo being able to do everything, him being able to drop back in coverage. Oh, he can cover now, right? So not only him just being healthy, and in this clip on DallasCowboys.com, Dallas Cowboys YouTube, y'all go check them out. You can see Jabril look a little more swole. He was more of a slimmer linebacker than he was, or at that point he was more of a slimmer linebacker. But now he's a little bigger. He's a little more swole. So in his rehabbing, sitting out for a year, he's bulked up while he was out, rehabbing or whatever. So that's good for us. So we need Jabril to be as adequate as possible. We got some sound bites for him. Before we get into that, we had 2 super chats. We them boys dropped the Deuce in super chat. He hates the Cowboys, by the way. He dropped the Deuce in the super chat. Says, "Give me Cole Beasley." Shouts out to you, sir. And Aaron from 561 dropped the Deuce in super chat. Says, "What you could trade to get Amari from Cleveland?" Fourth. Trader. Hey, look. Will Steele, would you give up a 4th round pick to go get Amari Cooper right now?
Yes.
I mean, you lose in value, but
here, Cleveland. Take your little funky ass 5th round pick back.
Take y'all's 5th and this 4th. Just bring them back. We sorry. We apologize, man. We had y'all all wrong, bro. Jabril Cox. They had him. I got about 4 clips here. They asked him about his rehab and how that went.
I took it personal to get back healthy and get ready for.
That's fire, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just going through the motions. You took it personal. You really want to get back into the swing of things because Jabril, we need you. We need you. You know what I'm saying? And this was Jabril time. So I just love that opening to that. But let's get back into that.
You're doing everything right at the outset of camp.
Yeah, I took it personal to get back healthy and get ready for training camp. I knew during the off season we need to work hard just to get ahead of schedule.
Will Steele, the master at
going
work.
through the rehab, and that's a big testament to Britt and Jim and the training staff. They helped me get along, and I'm glad to be back black out here with the guys.
Be black, be back, be
glad to be black. Blackity black,
hey,
y'all.
He glad to, hey, Black Panther 2 coming. He's glad to be black, boy. I am too, Jabril. I am too, cuz. But yeah, man, he attacked his rehab, man. He wasn't just going through the motions, like he wanted to get back. Yeah. So and to be fair, he probably heard the noise around his name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he knows what we think of him. He knows what the organization thinks of him. And it was about to be his time. Yeah. We was so tired of Keanu Neal. We was ready to push. We was like, Lord, if Jabril show us anything, Keanu Neal going straight off the bridge. And right when it was time for Jabril to get his work, he ended up getting hurt, man. So I can only imagine that puts you in the mindset of, yo, I'm rushing to get back. Like, I can't wait to get back to this thing. So to have him 100%, fantastic.
I think McCarthy said that they were about to ramp up his activity last year before he got hurt. So.
Yeah,
that sucks. Shout out to CB4. I'm black.
Shout out to CB.
Blackity black, because I'm black, y'all.
That's a good one. Right. That's hilarious. Save your questions for the end. Save them for the end. Let's see. Jabril says, are you ready for the speed of the game, right? So if you're coming off a knee injury, we already know Jabril was a faster linebacker. But, you know what I'm saying, this is pro ball speed. And, just look at your Giants clip right there. We know that Jabril can run around a little bit. Yeah. So this question was a little whatever, but this was his response to it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot simpler for me. Coming in new, you have to learn a new playbook, learn the speed of the game. But now I've already been through one camp. I know what to expect, and I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
And, we don't want him to be hurt necessarily, but that can be advantageous, right? Like, okay, instead of me pushing you out to the wolves, and in-game experience is good, right? But we're going to sit you here while you're rehabbing, and you're going to learn this playbook. You're going to watch this film. You're going to lift these weights. So this was kind of like a red shirt season for him. So there shouldn't be any setbacks for him. Like, going into this, hey, you're a veteran now. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and ramp this shit up. We were ready to ramp you up last year. Let's ramp you up now. Go ahead, Will.
No, I think it's the reason why he didn't get a ton of tick early last year. He was still trying to get acclimated from a mental standpoint.
100%. We are live on both channels, by the way, and I haven't shown any love to the Voch Lombardi channel. I don't even know who over there. I don't know what the numbers look like. But we just gone
deep combined, bro.
It's 600 deep. Where it better not be
combined.
Oh, so it's 3 over here, 3 over there.
Well, that's a good point. Let's see how many. Yep, 300 over there. That's crazy.
So let me ask you this, Will Steele. So how you got it pulled up right now? You're able to see the chat box from both sides?
Yes, sir.
Put me on mute.
Hold on, I got you. 1 second. Hold on.
Wait.
You muted. Got you. I'm gonna get that ready.
All right, cool. Let's get back into it. Get back into it. Something that I've been really looking for as we do the player availability things. I love to hear what guys have to say about DQ, man. Like, we know that we love Dan Quinn we love him from a fan standpoint, right? Like, look, you took shit and turned it into sugar. You know what I mean? So we love DQ, and we always hear about how much of a player's coach that he is, and how real he is and things like that. So every time we get to hear something about Dan Quinn, I just like to highlight that. So Jabril had this to say about Dan Quinn.
Yeah, he's a really a player's coach. He'll coach you, but he knows if he yells at you and he's disappointed, you'll know. But he's a very players type of coach, and he's someone that all the guys love.
They love him, Will Steele.
Yeah.
Sound like the next head coach, don't it?
I mean,
sound like the next head coach, don't it? Hey, man, look, I understand Mike McCarthy's on, he's on the hot seat, and Jerry Jones looked him in the eye. He sat right next to him and said he had options. And hey, yo, Mike, you better get your shit together because I got all kind of hoes in different area code. I get it. I understand. However, Mike better be coaching for his job this year, man, because even if it's not a Sean Payton thing, like even if you don't get Sean Payton, I think all of Cowboy Nation would be fine with Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? So Mike, it ain't like there's a shortage or anything. You know what I'm saying? So just keep y'all eyes open for that Dan Quinn sighting. And the last one is Micah, right? They asked Jabril, how he felt about Micah, some of the things that he did, and it's basically echoing what we said earlier. We need Jabril to be good so that Micah can be free. So here's what he had to say about that.
They have on this play.
Yeah, I think by the amount of stuff that they have on this play, I think he's doing a great job with it. But being able to have him on the line, off the line, I think it helps us as a linebacking core to be able to just focus on other things. So he's a great tool for us to have.
Great tools for us to have, man. Great tool for us to have. We ain't gonna, we ain't gotta, get too deep into what he was saying. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. And like one last play I wanted to get some sound from, and then we can go into the Twitter tweets, was Dante Fowler. I think Dante had a lot to say. Dante had a lot to say in terms of the depth of what he was saying. If you listen to Brillo gave us kind of like these, the simple answer. And those answers were PC, very surface level. Very, very PC service level answer. You know what I'm saying? Dante has some shit to say. You hear me? He has some shit to say. So let me just go ahead and cue this up. And it was basically about Dan Quinn. It was about, having something to prove. It was about Atlanta. It was, all this. So we're going to listen to Dante Fowler kind of touch on his relationship with Dan Quinn and how we see him moving forward or whatever. So as I go here we go. Dante Fowler. Dan Quinn.
It means a lot because I know Dan Quinn really believes in me, and he knows, the ins and outs, and he knows how to bring the best out of me. So I'm looking forward to working with him again.
So they got a bad microphone for the, the press guys or whatever. So they was basically saying, what do you mean by bring out the best in you, basically? And he had this to say.
He just put me in the best areas. I feel like in the past areas, I really haven't been able to just be in one spot. He's put me in multiple spots. So I feel.
Now, something that was interesting about this presser or whatever, right? They were just on the field asking them questions or whatever. They asked him the same kind of question, but it was spread out through the 7 minutes of the interview. And it turned into, hey, tell us about Dan Quinn and tell us about scheme and using you in the scheme and all that. And then somebody ask about, hey, what's your favorite flavor ice cream? Hey, who does your hair in the off season? And then they'll come back to, they'll come back to, hey, okay, tell us more about Dan Quinn, right? So I just really want to jump around to these Dan Quinn points right here because I think he really has some interesting points here as I go to 2 minutes. And if y'all hear these people cutting grass outside, I'm sorry. They could have cut grass all day, but they want to wait till it's 99 degrees outside to cut grass when I'm streaming on the volume. So if y'all
good, bro.
All right, cool. Here's Dante talking about Dan Quinn again.
I'm just a guy you can move in different areas and be effective, whether it's over the offensive tackle or I can play 3 technique. I can, shift and move in, do all type of stunts and things like that. And he has a multiple defense, and he, found ways for us to get to the quarterback, and AD does as well. So
He found ways for you to get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He don't just line you up and go. We cussed Nolan out for an entire year for that. A whole year for that, right? She was trying to fit square cubes and square pegs and round holes or whatever. Like he just kept trying to do things that just didn't work with us. Hey, we're just gonna run this and this is what we're gonna do. Dan Quinn runs multiple because it's not because he's multiple, but we just got a different, we have a wide variety of guys in this room, right? So some guys are better rushing from 3. Some guys are better rushing standing from 9. You know what I'm saying? From head up, you know what I mean? So instead of going, all right, guys, everybody, this is the one thing that we're doing and you need to learn how to do it. Dan says, Dante does this. I only want Dante doing this. And that's what gives me hope about Billy D. Sam Williams, right? Because we look at Ole Miss use Sam Williams in a very weird kind of way, right? But we go, man, I wonder what Sam would look like if he only did what he was good at.
Right.
You got to be sure that Dan Quinn can do that for you, right? When Dante was with the Rams, he has a double-digit sack season with the Rams. And you hear people talk about Dante Fowler, you hear draft buzz, you hear people, you would think Dante is a 38-year-old pass rusher the way people talk about, but if he's in a good situation, good players around him, hey, Aaron Donald, whatever, if good players are around him and he's in a system that works for him, he's a much better player. Goes to Atlanta, Dan Quinn get fired in 4 games. Shit, they want to go into a different direction. The same thing that happened to Robert Quinn in Miami. It just kind of makes a little sense the more you think about it that way. So with all this is why I'm like super high on Dante Fowler. Now with this next one, I want the interviewer or the media person. I'm going to play the media person's question so y'all can hear it. And then we'll go to Dante, you know what I'm saying? Just, talking about it. And if y'all can't hear it, I'll, say it for you.
Well, so with the way Michael Parsons did that same kind of thing last year,
Yep.
whet your appetite and say, listen, I want some of that.
Yes.
With Michael Parsons doing what he did last year, does that whet your appetite to make you go, damn, I want some of that? That was the question. Dante had this to say.
Same, exactly what Randy Gregory did, what Randy Gregory was doing. It's my turn to do that.
Now, Will Steele, would you hit us with the sound drop?
I got you.
I want what Randy Gregory got. The Falcons bring me in to be the man up in here. The Falcons bring me in. I got to be the best pass rusher on staff. Y'all move on from Vic Beasley. Y'all sick of him. You say, oh, we're going to bring in Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler is going to be the man on this team.
And bro, I know this might be revisionist history because he did play 5 games under Quinn, but he never got his feet really set under Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn got fired, and Dean Pease became the offensive or defensive coordinator. And from the things that I was reading on Dean Pease when I was prepping for the Falcons last year, they ain't feeling him. Yeah, so.
So Dante gets to come in this situation.
Yeah,
he's not the guy. He's not the 1 seed. He's not the A side. He's not the red tape on the UFC gloves. I want what Randy Gregory had. D-Law's going to be over there doing D-Law things, strong side defensive end things. Micah's going to be the man, okay? Y'all can send doubles his way if you like. You can move slide protections his way if you like. I'm just going to be backside rush guy getting one-on-ones, and we'll see what happens. I don't think Dante Fowler is the talent that Randy Gregory is. But I do think Dante Fowler is good enough to take advantage of opportunities that D-Law and Michael Parsons can free up for you. I think it's interesting, Will, still. I think it's interesting. And the more we have pads on, and Will, we can only get so much from our beat writer friends putting things on the social media machines. Look, everybody look me in the face, man. August 5th through the 10th. Because I've said this a couple of times, but people keep asking me. August 5th through the 10th, me and Will Steele are going to be at Cowboys camp, and Oxnard Volume was gracious enough to fly us out there, or to fly us out there. We appreciate y'all. Trust me, like, we're just going to bring a certain type of nuance to our reporting. You know what I'm saying? So, when somebody rolls around and go, damn, boy, I'd love to have an update on Oso Digizua, see how he doing. We got you. You know what I mean? Some people want to post videos about Hiram Hallelujah kicking field goals and shit. That's cool. Shouts out to Hiram Hallelujah kicking field goals, but we're going to give you what you want. Okay? Go ahead, Will.
No, that he just kind of – it's not looking too good for our guy Garibay.
Yeah, Garibay.
Man,
He just keep missing, don't he?
Yeah.
Is it the pressure, or
It's
is
like
it
6 kicks
or is
already.
it the goalpost just look a little different at camp than it was at Texas Tech? Because he just
By the way, bro,
he was like 4 for 8 or something yesterday.
4 for 8, and then today he missed 2 in the mojo moments. Let me tell you something. If Laram makes the roster, I'm calling him Laram Hallelujah. I can't say his last name, bro, so he's Hallelujah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make myself look crazy trying to say his name properly. So he'll 100% be Hallelujah for the rest of the way. And Dante had one more thing he was talking about. He had him having something to prove. This is another longer clip as well. So let's get into this.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff to prove. To prove that I am who I am, and I'm still I can be a double-digit sack guy, and I'm one of the best ends in the league.
You didn't get the chance to show that in Atlanta.
No, I couldn't really show that in Atlanta. I really came there for a DQ, and I was hurt. When I first came in there, and then he got fired like the 4th game of the year, and then stuff just changed, and then they got a new coach, and got a new GM, and they just went a different direction.
So what would be the difference in Dallas for you to show that?
Opportunities. That's it.
That was a lot, wasn't it, Will? Still?
Yeah. D Schiff had hit me up earlier about this, and then it made me have to go back and listen because I only saw quotes. But yeah, fantastic interview, I think, by Dante Fowler. A lot of insight, and I think Cowboys Nation should come away with that more intrigued.
Sure. He said, I was hurt in Atlanta. Quinn got fired in 4 days on his day off. It was a bye week or some shit. You know what I mean? And then he hit him with the opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, I finally get opportunities. And not only does he get opportunities, but he gets one-on-one opportunities. One-on-one opportunities to where you're not the best guy on the line. I think that'll be good for him. Can
we go back? Roll 1 second. Go back to the Randy Gregory thing. I don't want to mean to open this back up, but when he said opportunities or wants to get the Randy Gregory reps, I think he means how Randy was moved around. I think people get it confused with Randy last year, bro. He was standing up, he was down, he was playing some rover type of position, so he was moving, and I think Dante's strength is to do that too, is to move around. So I just wanted to point that out.
Sure, fair point, Mr. Wolf. Fair point, Mr. Wolf. Let's get into some of these tweets. Will still we ain't doing nothing else, and we're gonna get the wheel ready. Wheel still ready.
All right.
Anybody on the phone? Oh shit, we got a phone call. We heard.
Almost ain't have. The glasses on.
Uncle Charlie, what's good with you?
Oh
man, what?
Hey.
What?
Okay.
So
First
excited.
of all, we need you to get out the oven because you talked up your anytime. We need you to get a little reception on.
Oh man, can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you. I'm about to just turn my volume down a little bit. What's good with you? We ain't heard from you in a minute. People up here texting me, hey, yo, Vash, have you heard from Uncle? Is Uncle okay? I'm like, I ain't got his number, but I hope Uncle okay. What's good with you, man?
Yeah, man. Trying to get these children ready for school. I got responsibility, man. And every time I get back to the house, you either just getting it to your last comments and go to. I said, but today I ain't had too much to do, and I'm gonna catch the show. Hey, man, how y'all doing, bro?
Hey, man, we doing good, huh? We doing good. We just working on the volume, getting ready for the season, man. Me and Will still.
Okay, let me just say this, and that's a blessing, man. Let me just say this to the Cowboy Nation. Everybody want to go over and back and forth while Amari Cooper left. I think I'm starting to get why Amari Cooper left. It wasn't that they couldn't pay him. It probably was something going on between him and Dak, and then him and Dak and what's name, Kellen Moore, probably stopped going to Amari Cooper, and that pissed him off. Basically, if you want to look at Amari Cooper as being a scapegoat, then maybe he was like that. But they could have paid Amari. They could have paid Gregory. I think they could have paid those guys. But for whatever reason, either Dallas dropped the ball or those guys dropped the ball. But neither less here or there, we in this thing now. Let me explain something to you, man.
Yes, sir.
I was thinking about Michael Parsons. I was watching his highlights. Michael Parsons is a stone cold killer. He's not killing people. He's killing quarterbacks. And he's going to kill out of them this year. I suggest you pull out an 18-point bulletin on him because somebody is going to die because he's not playing. He's vicious. He's mean. and he do it all with a smile. Ain't that something? He's one serial killer that ain't in the books.
Right.
Watch out, quarterback, because he coming. Let me just say this, man. We're moving into this year of the Dallas Cowboys, and I can at least say this for myself, that no matter how angry I get with the Cowboys, they still are in my heart. Just like my Cowboy brothers and sisters. But let me just say this. People want to know, is you going to make the playoffs? Hell, I don't know. Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to get my check tomorrow. I can only pray that I do.
You better.
So that's all I got to say about that. So let me give a word of wisdom, since I got the football out the way, a word of wisdom. Y'all, these children, the so-called kids, they're out of control. These minions are out of control. Now, there's a lady down the street here. She's an ex-gang member, ex-blood. And a little girl came home. She said, Mama, one of the children said something mean to me. Well, you know, you've been in the gang all those years. You retired, but you still got it in you. You know, you're going to go down there and ski. You're going to see what it is. And she got on there, and 3 Bruce Lee minions whooped her ass. And they came and got her and locked her up. And they put her picture up on the TV screen. And you know what that picture looked like? I got my ass whooped picture. That's just what it was. Yeah. Your children are out of control. I am sick and tired of waking up in the middle of the night, and there's a bunch of children out there throwing rocks at my car, throwing it at my door. The other night, I seen a 5-year-old walking around out there at 12 o'clock at night like he got a damn job. I can't deal with it no more, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. They jumped on that old man. They killed that old man. Oh, no. What is wrong with people? Then they beat 2 police officers up. I can tell you this. You won't win. Young people, you better get yourself together, because I'm telling you something. They're going to start locking you up, and they're going to start throwing away the key. So let me just say this in closing. It was this guy. Quickly. Young guy. Quick. Who very smart. Mm-hmm. He came from the mean streets of L.A., from the hood. The guy ended up working at a big company. He became a CEO. And he had the luxuries of life that had to give him. Cars, money, kids, the wife, everything, the whole 9 yards. Right. But what did he want to do in his pastime? He wanted to hang with the homies in the playoffs. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Until he hung with him one day and he discovered crack. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, crack is still a drug. And people are still smoking. And he smoked this stuff out of a job. He smoked this stuff out of a wife and kids and a car and a home. Well, for a year, the man was homeless. And he got desperate. It was programmed out there for him to get back on his feet. But he already had gave up at this point in time. So he decided to rob a bank. And he did. And he did not get away. They locked him up. And when he went before the judge asked him, can you just give me a plausible explanation why you robbed this bank? Well, Your Honor, I discovered crack. I lost my house. I lost my kids. And I lost all my cars. Quickly. He said, quickly. I got it. Quickly. They eat you up in the chat. Go ahead. Well, I got an excuse too. I'm going to lock your ass up for 12 years in the penitentiary. And since you ain't got nowhere to stay, we're going to supply that too. This is not a game, ladies and gentlemen. This is life.
It is 3:51. We love you to pieces, but we gotta get back to the work. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. We love you. I appreciate you. Oh Lord.
Hey, dog. You ever hear?
They mad. The chat.
They sick.
Oh, the chat mad. Oh Lord.
You ever hear of Petey Green?
Yeah.
Remember the watermelon?
The watermelon.
Dog. The whole time I just kept thinking about that. I just kept thinking about Petey Green doing the watermelon skit, dog. Jeez.
That's how you did watermelon now.
Yeah, that thing right there. Put a little twang. He said, put a little twang on.
Oh, we love you to pieces. But the numbers on the chat. We just saw him leaving. And
what the kids say, bro? He got ratio.
He got ratio
today, bro.
Okay, let's get back into it, Will. Still.
All right.
And look, we love you to pieces. Abram Ramirez dropped a 5 in the super chat as we get our tweets ready. Abram Ramirez says, it may be some homerism, but I think we're going to be good this year and even better on defense. What you think? I agree.
That's not homer.
That's not homerism. I think we'll be good this year and even better on defense. Yeah, no homerism about that. All right, let's get into these tweets, Will. Still, let's see. Let's start with some of the ones that I sent you from last week. Could you pull up that referee tweet for me? Because I think that was important. I think that was important.
From?
That's from my bad. From Ed Werder. Ed Werder had a tweet about the Cowboys that had referees at the practice, and I think that's important because we was the most penalized team last year. You know what I mean? So,
might not be able to pull it up. Ed Werder blocked me like 5 years ago, dog.
Damn, what did he block you for?
Because he said some shit about Zeke back then about the whole situation, and I think I said something about it, and yeah, he blocked me, dog. So yeah.
Well, if Ed Werder got you blocked, you know how I feel, Will. Still,
basically, fuck him.
Ed Werder, dog. We don't give a fuck about this punk ass tweet, man. Fuck that tweet, dog. Hey, man, let's move on to some other shit that's not Ed Werder. Let's move on to some other shit.
Yeah, because you was like, Ed Werder, man, I don't see that, dog.
That ain't up there. That's what I said. Okay, let's pull up the TJ Vasher catch. I got a lot to say about this.
Yes, indeed.
TJ Vasher smoking Kelvin Joseph. Let's talk about this for a minute. Let me just play my music for 2 seconds while we look at it. Sick of this. Uncle Charlie really did like a 20-minute kids stay in school, don't do drugs. Respect your elders. Like, come on.
Respectfully, I'm usually down for the nonsense, but that one, boy.
Yeah, that was long-winded. Now, this is my thing about TJ Vasher, right? I did a TJ Vasher film session last year when he was an undrafted player, or when the Cowboys signed him as undrafted. And some of my biggest gripes about TJ Vasher was I need him to be more of a routine receiver, right? Like if you look at all the highlight tapes, it's this. Like TJ Vasher highlights is this right here, right? With TJ Vasher being a long, lanky character, he has some deficiencies. He's not the best route runner. He's not the quickest player in the world. He's not the fastest player in the world. He gets to the top of his routes in slow motion almost, right? But in these particular situations, right? These red zone jump ball situations. Let me just pause my music before I say this, before I throw up, because somebody's going to say it. Well, Voch, can't we just use TJ Vasher as a tight end? No. Let's not do that neither. But TJ Vasher, in my opinion, this is where he's really good at. He's 6'6", got John Jones arms, and honestly, Kelvin wasn't in bad position. Just genetics played a role in this. You know what I'm saying? Genetics smoked Kelvin Joseph right here. But I don't want us to get too hype about TJ Vasher, right? Because this is impressive, Will Steele. This jump ball situation over Kelvin Joseph, one hand catch, is impressive. But that's what his highlight tape was. But if you watch his film, we got some drops. His slants look funny. He take a long time getting to his, once we get deeper down the route tree, once we get to the 7/8s, to the 6, 7/8 portions or whatever, it take a little while to get there. Like TJ Vasher running a 10-yard out ain't cute. Him running them posts ain't cute looking. Corners ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? But in this specific isolated jump ball situation, he is an impressive player. So let me ask you this, Will Steele. Do you think TJ Vasher can make this team doing one thing, having one specific skill set, and that's jumping higher than people in the end zone?
He's going to have to be super fantastic at it. We talked about this before, Vachi. Like, if you're not going to do special teams things, which, by the way, it was reported he was doing some special teams things today. So that's important for TJ to make this squad. Can he make the team by being this? Yeah, if you got an offensive coordinator that's going to utilize it. That's the thing. If Kellen Moore is not going to get to I call it kind of the green area as opposed to the red zone, which is like the 35, 40-yard line, and then put a guy like this in there and say, hey, just streak down the sideline, we're going to throw it up, then what's the point? Because he's still working as a receiver in those intermediate routes. And like you said, the 6-7s when you get to different parts of the route tree. But he's special in this sense. And if you got a guy who can do a special thing and he's a role player, you got to use it. But you can't.
Let me ask you a nuanced question.
It's the bench.
Nuanced question.
Yeah.
Do you think he's being put at punt gunner because he's actually considered to be a punt gunner? Or do you see him being punt gunner because the team wants him to be on the team, like the coach, they want him to be on the team, and they got to put him somewhere? Because he wouldn't be the best punt gunner. He ain't fast like that. Like, there are other guys that are faster than him. You see what I'm saying? So, do you think we're forcing him to be a punt gunner because we're trying to find? Yeah.
It's the latter. So? I think they are like we see something in him as a receiver, but we know he's not going to be a primary receiver. So how can I get him on this team, and then when we need to use him in a specialty situation, we can use him? Because I don't think you can be wide receiver 6 and not play special teams.
Right.
Wide receiver 5 and not play special teams.
Fair enough. That's a hell of a catch, though. That's a hell of a catch. And look, Kelvin Joseph, not boss man fat, not boss man fat, but Kelvin Joseph, in which I really can't even like knock him for that, because it's nothing you can do about that. It's nothing you can do about that. Shouts out to him. But yeah, good play. We had another tweet. Michael Parsons and D-Law working with Dan Quinn in the end zone. We ain't got to show that, but that just shows you more of Dan Quinn putting in the work with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Putting in the extra work, getting hands-on with his dudes. I was at camp last year, and what I would often see is Dan would just pick about 3 guys, right? He'd be like, all right, Dorrance, Randy, Micah, just come with me, and everybody else go work with Coach AD or whatever, or just whoever that they're going to go work with. And he'll actually put in the extra time to work pass rush drills with his guys. So that's what we was getting from that. Landlord from Alabama dropped 5 on the Voch side. It says, what's up, Voch and Sky? TJ made a great catch, but it looked like Kelvin Joseph tried to reach for the jam and got caught lacking. That's part of it. And Kelvin did get a little grabby. So, it is what it is. But once we got to the jump ball portion, genetics.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about that. That's just genetics, bro. So we kind of touched on James Washington, Will, still. We can pull that tweet up also. So this is the second time James Washington got – it's not funny. And I'm not going to laugh. I don't even want to chuckle. But it's the second time James Washington got hurt for simply just running deep. Mm-hmm. Running deep, falling down, and not catching the football. Right? I don't want to wait on the Will still.
No, you got to move forward.
I just want to move on to Tober, man.
Yeah.
I just want to move on to Tober. If we got to sign somebody to be a placeholder till Gallup gets back, maybe that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
100%. You have to go into the wide receiver market. There's no way.
It ain't going to be Sammy. Yeah. But it just sucked to look at, man. It sucked to look at. It just sucked to even think about. I mean, and we don't wish injury on nobody. We're not laughing at it. Anytime somebody gets hurt, you shouldn't just be like, oh, I don't care if he gets hurt. But like James's stock went from up here to plummeting. This ain't even a dude that you hold on to till next year because you feel like, oh, well, James is gonna be a dude that's, you know what I mean? Like that's a wrap for you, dog. Like you just gonna have to play free agent. This was almost like Jerry McCoy last year or 2 years ago.
Yep.
It was just like Jerry McCoy.
And I thought he could really have a role, and that Cobb-like role in this offense. Strangely enough, though, they've been putting him outside the numbers a lot as opposed to in the slot. So I wonder if you go look at the depth chart, bro. It's so redundant until you get down to Turpin.
Yeah.
And are we relying on Turpin to be a slot? Like, there's no slot guy except CeeDee. And he can't play in there. And you don't want him in there 90% of the time. You want him moving around. So they got to go out and get a guy. I know everybody's going to bring up Cole, but whatever, man. At this point, you get somebody that can do some slot things.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. We got 700 people watching live concurrently. I just want to say appreciate y'all. We ain't doing nothing else. I just dropped a link in the chat box if y'all wanted to copy any Volume 306 merch. You know what I'm saying? We got shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, man. Go over there, copy some. We ain't doing nothing else. Let's get back into some of the. Let me cut Sick of this back on. The name of this is Out of Town by Dama Beats, but on this channel it's just known as.
I was about to say
it's known as Sick of This.
Sick of This.
That's what it's known as. We're gonna skip over that and come back to it. Dak and CeeDee having a fantastic practice, right? They say that Dak is basically hitting CeeDee on everything, that he's just spamming a circle button. You know what I mean? And when we talk about CeeDee in the regular season, we would love for this to be the case. You know what I mean? CeeDee is a guy that when he has opportunities, he's one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if we're going to be in the game, hey, Tampa Bay come around, hey, CeeDee, hit circle. Hey, CeeDee's open, hit circle. CeeDee's not open. The very next play, we need to find a way to get CeeDee open. Circle. You know what I'm saying? Or B, whatever platform y'all playing on, but y'all should be playing Xbox. Circle. You know what I mean? Like, let's get him the ball. Dak looks sharp. CeeDee looks sharp. It's looking like a true quarterback to wide receiver one relationship. And I'm actually about to let Will Steele get pissed off at y'all because he said this on the I'm turning his music down just a little bit. Will Steele was kind of pissed off at y'all, like, you know, not having faith in CeeDee Lamb. So I'm just gonna let Will Steele just kind of hit y'all side of the head with that.
No. I already went through my rant. Y'all could be pissed off at CeeDee at this point, man. I just gonna let CeeDee do all the talking, bro.
Will Steele was ashamed of y'all. Will Steele was cussing. Can you believe these mother lost faith in Will? They lost faith in CeeDee Lamb.
These fellas,
these birch canoes out here, they lost faith in CeeDee Lamb.
Let me see if I can find the other tweet, man. It was another tweet thing about Bobby Belt that talked about it as well. But listen, man, do we really even got to go in on CeeDee and Dak? Like, we don't.
But I will say this though, Will, if you pull up this last tweet from John Machota, play of the day, Dak to CeeDee, this is not what I want to see. If you
how is this the play of the day?
It's probably not the play of the day because we about to talk about the play of the day after this.
Oh, we damn sure is.
We're gonna talk about the fucking play of the day.
Yeah.
But this
play of the day, scramble drill that he would have been sacked on. If you look at Carlos Watkins, he pulled up.
Yeah. I don't like how CeeDee fell right there. I don't like how CeeDee hit the ground right here. You see, he's scrambling. Dak said, "Go get him." CeeDee has it. I don't like that.
Hey, young fella, come sit down.
Hey, AOC, sit down. Hey, CeeDee. Hey, you've done well. Sit down. But you know the coaches feel that way also because when anytime CeeDee does or any important player do something like that, you can hear coach in the back going, "Whoa, hey." Where's Turpin? Put Turpin right there. Let Turpin slide his ass around and hit the ground and shit, man. No, sir.
Hell of a back shoulder.
Not gonna,
that's what I mean. Can I talk about that? I do want to see more of that back shoulder deep stuff like that, though. There's nothing that the defender can do about that. And then CeeDee waits. Just the nuance of it is beautiful.
Yeah.
But Lord, we don't need to be seeing you doing no slides like that, CeeDee.
Yeah, we need you to stay on your 2 feet, Sedarian Lamb. We ain't got time for nothing now. Will Steele, you ready to show us the feature presentation? You ready to show us the real play of the day?
Man, yeah.
Paramount Pictures presents. That chat box, this one gets us wet dreams around here. I'm not even gonna cut the music on. We gotta watch this in silencio. Now y'all may be looking like, oh, there go Michael Parsons up there. You got D-Law lined up to the inside. Okay, let me go and put this on widescreen so I can see this. Okay, let's see what else. You got J-Ron in motion. Okay. Donovan Wilson actually made that tackle right there. Okay, that's cool. Who else in the game? We got Ridgeway over there. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see who else in the game. Okay, who is 56? I don't know who that is. I don't know who 56 is. But if y'all just focus. Not number 90, not number 98. That's Bohan, I believe. Jeez. But to the far right of your screen, all you see is blue jersey getting overcome by a white jersey. It's all kind of grass stains in that blue jersey now. It's all kind of grass stains in them silver pants on that blue jersey right now. And I look for the number. It's 72. It's Tristan Hill. And I say, damn, who done Tristan Hill like this? It was fucking Tyler Smith is who it was. Bobby Belt's profile pic being a goddamn sluggo is hilarious, by the way. But
yeah, hilarious.
Picking Tristan up and just bringing a little nasty to the office. Bringing a little nasty to the party. Bring a little nasty to practice for the fun of it. Amazing, Will Steele. Amazing. Building up all that kinetic energy in his Panther suit. Whew. That's the goddamn play of the day, John Machota.
Easily.
That's the play of the day.
You just knew this was coming.
It was coming. It was on the way.
You couldn't. You know what's funny about this whole thing is that without the pads, you forget the physicality of Tyler Smith. We've been looking at the feet, we've been looking at the athleticism, the hands, the IQ, Duke Manyweather. But the reason why you really fell in love with this player on the football field at guard was because he can move, as you would say, human beings like this. So he was, all that energy was just developing within his suit.
All that kinetic energy was
until Tristan Hill put hands on him and it came out on his ass.
Hey man, it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see, man. Boy. Tristan not playing with. I can't wait. I mean, Tyler's not playing, and you know Tristan's a physical player. You know what I'm saying? We can look at Tristan. Y'all can talk shit about Tristan Hill if you want to. He may get hurt at the wrong times. He may punch people in the face and miss a game. Talented. But Tristan Hill he's a physical player.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith getting grass stains on that man clothes like that, man. It's just it's a joy to look at, man. It just made me smile, bro.
I don't recall seeing that, you know. It's to the point where Tristan said, "Oh hell no, you coming down with me."
Coming with me. Now look, and look, shouts out to J Tug, man. But J Tug was like, "Oh, that's holding in the game. Yeah, that's holding on
Tristan.
That's holding on that motherfucker, but that ain't holding on nobody else. On nobody else."
I love to see it, bro.
Oh my goodness. Let me do something real quick. Let me make sure everything's set up right here. And then after this, we're gonna go to the chat. We got this is what we're gonna do.
Ooh, we got 736 plus. Salute.
Appreciate y'all for being here.
To y'all.
This is what we're gonna do. To celebrate our Volume 306 shirt rollout.
Can't wait to
celebrate 700 people up in here. You know what I'm saying? To celebrate pads on at Cowboys camp. To, you know, show love to those that have showed love to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do nothing unless these numbers up. Like if these numbers ain't up, we don't get shit up in here. Drop y'all cash apps in the chat box. Me and Will still gonna do we're gonna do the wheel again.
If I miss it, do not be mad because this is about to go berserk in here. So I'm really gonna try to find as many as I can.
This ain't the last time we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the last time we're gonna do. Like we're gonna do this again, but for now, put your cash app in the chat box. Both chat boxes are eligible. We should do this only for the volume chat box. That'll be a way to blow the volume side up.
True.
You know what I mean? That'll do it. But we ain't gonna do y'all like that. Put your cash apps in the chat box. And while y'all are doing that, Will Steele is gonna fill the wheel up. We're gonna take this last caller.
Great idea, Voch.
Conference has been locked.
We're gonna give you plenty of time, Will Steele.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you plenty of time. Put your cash apps in the chat box. I'm gonna take this caller. After this caller, we're going to spin the wheel. I'm gonna slowly decide how much we're giving away today, and then we're gonna talk to the chat box and we're gonna wrap the show up. So appreciate y'all for being here. We got Steve on the phone. What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's going on, Voch?
Hey, what's up, Fonz? What's good with you, my guy?
Real quick, I know we don't got. Oh, what's that?
No. Go ahead.
I know we don't got a lot of time, but this injury to James Washington makes me think that,
right.
I mean, we all knew that Jerry let his money get mad and made a bad decision with Amari. But now they're doing what they said they never do, which is draft for need and not draft best player available. So just real quickly, Tyler Smith, Jalen Tolbert, Sam Williams are all going to be counted on this year, correct?
To different capacity, sure, 100%.
Okay. In the last 8 years, I did a little bit of research. I'll be real quick with it.
Time out, Steve. Hold on. Pardon me, Steve. Chat, do not spam the chat because we will purposely leave your shit off if you spam it.
If I see too many multiples, I'm not putting it in here because
one
time is good.
So Dime's official. We see you. Relax. All right, Steve, you said you pulled some numbers and some information for us. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So in the last 8 drafts of rookies drafted in the first round, 29.9% of those ended up being starters their first year.
Mm-hmm.
Second round, it drops down to 17.5%. Third round, 12.6%. We're expecting all these guys to play big roles this year, or at least fairly good-sized roles. And the numbers say it's against us for all three of them to pop, you know. So what do you guys think? Do you think we're going to have too much relying on these guys because we have to, Tolbert in particular and Tyler Smith?
Nah, because
Two of them.
Context matters. You know, context matters. So, you know, yeah, Tyler's going to be the one that we rely on. Last year, Michael was a guy that we relied on. CeeDee, the year before that was a guy that we relied on. But those are like first round picks. Like that's expected for first round picks. You know, you look at Sam Williams, who's a second round pick. We're not expecting Sam Williams to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So luckily for Sam Williams, he doesn't have to be the best pass rusher on the team. You know, you look at other pass rushers that may have gone to different situations. Like if you look at Aiden Hutchinson with the Lions, like they relying on him. You know what I'm saying? So we're not in that place with Sam Williams. Sam Williams is like the fourth guy that we're relying on. But if he plays, then we'll get good value from that because, hey, if you're going to be used as a pass rush, then we'll just fill you in and we'll just let you pass rush and not ask you to do anything else. If that's his way of impact, cool. Jalen Tolbert, we're looking at him being like a guy that can play the slot, that could play outside, but we're not asking him to be the best wide receiver on the team or anything like that. We asked him to be now we're asking him to be the second guy. But when Gallup comes back, he'll be right back in his place as the third guy. So yeah, you know, it's yeah, they have to play, but they don't have to start. And I think expectations is what makes it weird for some of these guys. You know, if they had to come in to be, if like Walesko had to play right now, we'd be in some deep shit, but he doesn't. So it just depends on the role.
You ready to push Garibay off a bridge yet?
It's only been one padded practice. You know, he got to get used to kicking with the shoulder pads on. But if he go 4 for 8 2 more times, it's a wrap.
Yep, I agree. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you so much for calling in, Steve. All right. Remove. All right. Will, Steele, you good? You had a little bit of time, sir?
I got 34 entrants in there right now, which is a lot.
Let's get to 40, and then we're gonna cut that off. We're
gonna 33. Some see y'all putting y'all in here twice, so let me just double back.
So let's go to 35 then. Since they acting like that, let's go to 35. Let's go to 35, and let's see. Slow that down right there. All right. So however many applicants it'll be, we'll give out. All right, I got my number.
And I want in order too, so I ain't jumping around. I'm just scrolling down and clicking on it here.
Yeah. We gonna go like 20 more seconds, Will. Still, then we gonna give your hands a break.
All right, just let me know, man.
The wheel of steel. That's what I'm gonna call that shit.
But it's really not. It's the Voch wheel, right?
Yeah. Fair enough. Hey, yo, don't associate me with that. Yeah,
hey, Katie, that's coming out of over there. Okay.
That's over there. It's the last Thursday of the month yet. God damn.
On the first day.
What's the day?
Who is it? I got to tell you a story. I got to tell you a story.
Go ahead.
Not right now. I'll tell you off air. I had to hit up Katie like, hey, we good?
Hey,
my bad. Forgot to send that.
Something happened. What I missed.
I tell you,
long time between 9 and 25th, boy.
Every time, I be like, dang, I forgot. I need an accountant though, or some shit. Somebody else.
Oh man, we definitely. If I stole my ish, I called it wheels of steel. My bad, sir. Buttery tortilla. I was stealing.
Oh, bye.
I apologize.
All right, we up to 41, 42. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't possibly. It is literally hundreds of names in here.
Cool. You know they should have been doing Will Steele. They should have been paying attention. They should have been paying attention, and they should have got in as soon as we said. That's what they should have did. All right, let's boogie.
All right, do you see the wheel?
Let me put my screen on wide. There we go. We got the screen. Let me. I need to pull my notes back out. Make sure we ain't going too deep into the budget. All right, give us a good old spin wheel. Still, let's see what we got here.
All right, here we go. There we go.
Go to my cash. Boom, boom, boom. Sick of this.
DMB
17. Let me go to your Cashapp, man. Put your little cat. Give y'all a little gas money, man. Give y'all a little money to go to Chipotle or something. You know what I'm saying? A little Chipotle
is life.
Cashapp.
Oh, he's an Eagle fan?
Oh man, take that shit off, man. Take that shit off, man.
Hold up.
Take that.
Hey, I was doing a jersey giveaway and the Eagle fan won on the first spin. I said, nope.
Nope.
I'm not giving no Cowboys jersey, no Eagle fan.
Fuck off.
This is different though. This is some bread. All right.
Let's see.
You want me?
Appreciate you, brother.
Okay, so we're gonna remove him out. You good?
Take him out of there.
All right. One more again.
Yeah. We're gonna do about 8 of them.
Gotcha. So Voch is giving out $8, y'all. Hey! Wait a goddamn minute.
Where my shit at? What is fancy?
Wait a minute, boy.
I need fancy violin while I type this in.
Where he at? He got to drop something here. Something. Hold up.
I need fancy violin while I type this in.
As I drink my Gatorade in olden times.
And look, this is gonna be another problem because we're not gonna know what chat box he's gonna be in. So we just got.
I got you. I got it. It's right here. I don't know which one, but I can read it. No, you read it. I like when you read it.
Yes. Let's see where we at. Let's see what we got here. I got him. I see him. We got him. Here we go. I got him. Cheerio. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will Steele. At the volume, there are 3 classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. My brothers have remained honorable while bestowing wisdom to the nation. Success is their gain. That's fire.
Congratulations, sir.
There are lovers of gain. And success is our gain. That is fire. Hey, Marcus Hardison, we appreciate you, sir. Boom.
King Element. Marcus Harding has won 8 shillings.
Shillings. That's the true classic T joke of the day.
Dog. Oh, come on, man. I can't wait for that to drop.
God damn, that's hilarious.
Shillings.
Marcus Hardis. That's his picture too. That's him. Marcus Hardis, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for supporting the show. Appreciate you for everything that you do, man. You give us some literary wisdom every show, man. It's lovely, man. It's lovely. It's lovely. I actually thought about one of my older favorite quotes that I had learned like a long time ago when I was a little boy. Will Steele. Let me just cut this back on so I can say it to you, Will Steele. This is one of my favorite ones, Will Steele. When they go, wait, let me put it right there. In school, we learn lessons and we are tested. In life, we are tested, in which we learn a lesson. Come on, God damn it. You
are watching a master at work.
See the face?
All right, cut this fancy shit off. Let's get back into this money because I know they. All right, Voch.
All right, give me some money, Voch.
All right, can we please? You ungrateful charlatans.
Dizzy T. Shout out
Tamara. Shout out to her.
Oh, for real?
Let's see. That is Tamara. Indeed.
It's such Voch and Sister Act too. You low key did look like Whoopi with that joint, you know.
Fuck all y'all.
Jesus wow.
Marcus. Hey, that's enough. Not on my show. We're not gonna talk shit about me on my show. Not gonna be able to do it.
Come on, you gotta come harder than that.
Let's spin that wheel. Let's do it.
All right,
Let's spin that wheel.
Spin this shit. We spinning this shit. We spinning this shit. Hey, we spinning this shit.
In the trip. Clean the table, do this.
Def Promise.
Def Promise, Cashapp. Yeah. All right, cool. 22 Def. I know him too. I'm familiar with all y'all names. Like I've seen all y'all before.
Dope.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
You can't get out the chat.
Def Promise.
Danny gets paid in pepperonis. Yo,
not pepperoni.
Bro, you funny as hell, dog.
Pepperoni. Def Promise. Tion Tillery confirmed. I ain't mean put your government out there, but shit. You gotta make sure it's you, player. Def Promise, appreciate you, sir.
Salute to you, Def
Tuning
Promise.
in to us.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get
If Danny win, he get the gabagool. Danny said he don't even got a Cash App. That's how old school he is.
God damn, boy. Danny got a Western Union. We just gotta wire him some money.
Danny be getting the African princes. They be scamming him. Man.
Driver D. Oh, it's D Rivera. All right. 22.
214. So you from Texas?
214. D. Yep. D Rivera.
D Rivera. Zeke Dak.
Right. Right. Appreciate you, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting. What if you were somebody that never watched the show? You just tuned into the volume and then you just stumbled upon the show one day and then you just like, damn, y'all do this over here? Subbing a day.
Oh, we have a day. Let's
do 2 more, Will. Then we're gonna wrap up. I mean 2 more, then we're gonna talk to the chat box. And then we'll wrap up.
Uh-oh. Shout out to our guy, Trey Manning. I refuse to say daddy. Trey Manning is the one. I think he won last time.
He won last time.
Yeah.
Hey, Trey. Hey, look, Trey. Shit, man. Trey had to file this on his taxes, man. Shit. Right. Trey. Hey, shouts out to Trey. And it popped right up. I can't call you that, though.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. Trey Manning.
Trey got some evil looking shit on his profile pic.
Trey made that when he was in like 10th grade and just kept it.
This person can't accept payments right now. God damn.
Why you doing that?
Trey say you can't accept payments right now. You need to fill out your tax information, cut. Which chat box is Trey in? Let's go find him. Let's see if I can find what chat box Trey in.
Trey hit us up on Twitter, bro, dog.
Yeah, we need something different from you, Trey. They say the Fed's watching. We can't. Bro, let me just put this back up as y'all know I ain't bullshit, bro. Oh Lord. So y'all know I ain't bullshit. He said he can't accept payments right now. I'd be mad as hell. Yeah. Well, I ain't even up there. Don't worry about it.
I got you. I just threw you up there.
Okay. It's just so there's no tomfoolery. This person cannot accept payments right now.
Man, we ain't holding out.
With a Metal Gear Solid exclamation point. It's just a oh, can't do it. Somebody say Pam and crypto. Yeah, Trey, hit us up and we'll find a way to get to you. Let's do it. Let's do some more, Will. Still, let's do 2 more.
All right, got you. Here we go with the Spinnerooski.
Trey probably be like, yeah, man, don't worry about it, man. They gonna take it out my check anyway, man. That's some child support payments, Trey. Here we go. Cardrick Nix.
Damn, you better than me. I said Cardrick Nix.
Cardi Ricky.
C.R. Rick Nix.
Rick. Chadrick.
Do they still be saying all right over there in Philly? Where Koye at? Let me holler at Koye.
I'm from Mississippi. I have no clue.
Man, that art came around Harrisburg at the time. I said, I refuse.
Yeah, we're not going to be arding up here now. I'm from Mississippi. One more. More, then we going to go to the chat. See what y'all talking about.
Here we go.
Show run a little long today, but it's regular season. We ain't doing nothing else. Who's Uncle Pops?
Lincoln.
Oh,
Lincoln City.
It's Lincoln City. Okay.
So, because you is 79 with a name like Lincoln. Or is this Lincoln City?
Lincoln City 79. Yeah, Lincoln City. Where is that even at? That's in,
I don't know. But salute to you, Lincoln City 79.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
shouts out to you. Appreciate you for tuning in.
I know we got jokes.
Lincoln City 79. Little bitty. In this town. In this city. In this cul-de-sac. It's little bitty. In your town. Your streets round. All right, cool. Dimitri. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Confirm. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Well, appreciate y'all for playing along for, you know what I'm saying, whatever. We're gonna do this a lot during the season. And when I say a lot, that relatively a lot. Like when I say a lot, I don't mean like don't expect me.
Don't act like you clocking in to get paid watching the Voch Lombardi show.
Don't hop in the chat time. Hey, look, somebody on the volume chat just at the very end said Matt $ Matt B Ropez. Yes, sir.
Dude. You missed all that.
Sir. You cannot watch us on rewind. Bro. You gotta watch live. Cause
they gonna drop they Cashapp names in the comments after the fact. Watch. How much you want to bet?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. With that being said, I might as well keep the music on. With that being said, how much time? Where we at? We at an hour. We at 1:19. Let's talk to the chat for like 6-7 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the show. If y'all have any questions, you couldn't call into the show. You talked up anytime, anytime. You live in Zimbabwe, you at work, you at school, and you wanted to ask us a question. I know Davey had he had many questions. There you go, right there. If you had a question and you couldn't call and get it to us, now is your time to get us that question. So with that being said, what are your questions, chat?
And if you live in Zimbabwe, this is no knock to Zimbabwe. Salute to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, there's no knock to Zimbabwe. It's just 3 a.m. over there, I bet. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Alex dropped a deuce in Super Chat, says, our boy Jordan Davis is going to be a beast.
Yeah, Alex was hating earlier. I heard him. He said that play with Tyler Smith and your boy, it was more Tyler Smith getting owned, but, you know, he hating. It's cool.
So Will Steele, how about this, though, right? I'm not even worried about missing on Jordan Davis. It is what it is. We can't get everybody. You know what's been really bothering me? You've been seeing these little clips of George Pickens tearing shit up.
I knew you was going. Oh, and the fact that Washington went out today. Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, can you imagine had you went Tyler Smith, George Pickens round 2, and you just said, screw it, we gonna go sign Von Miller. You ain't had to worry about no Sam Williams. But just thinking.
You know, misery loves company, Will Steele. You ain't got to do me like that.
I know. I just me playing hypothetical.
When Voch was a young lad, motherfucker was undoubtedly a Chad. Salute. Appreciate you, David.
Bars.
Voch been in the gym, indubitably. Y'all think we should trade?
Don't try him out there. I'm just telling y'all right now, I got film. It's like, let me stop. Put a bullseye on his back.
Will does have film. Hey, yo, Voch. Let's see what you got, buddy. Hit me with your best shot.
I'm going to be the one at camp. Oh, yeah? I got my buddy with me today.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? I bet you want to say it to my guy. Hey, Voch, show him what you're made of, man. Whoa.
Look, I do the instigating and I just step to the side.
You know what I don't like? You know what, bro? You too big. Let me get my big homie to fight you. Fight somebody your own. Say, hey, Voch.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I'm not as big as I used to be. I'm just
my buddies that I played ball with used to hate that on the court, man. I was constantly out there just drawing on the center, and they had to come in and step in. Like, bro, he's 6'8". What you gonna do with that?
Did you see the video of Josh Allen getting into it with Jordan Phillips?
What is he doing?
And as soon as Josh Allen pushed, a wave of offensive and defensive players came to help Josh Allen get Jordan Phillips up off of him. I'm like, sir, that's a franchise quarterback. Come on, man. Yo, the volume, Buttery Tortilla dropped a super chat. That's gonna be the problem with 2 chat boxes. Buttery Tortilla dropped 20 and says, in school we learn lessons and we are tested. In life we are tested in which we learn lessons. Tabernacle. Hey, come on, Buttery Tortilla. Appreciate you, sir. Glad you got something from that. Danny Savage said, this ain't fair. I don't have a cash up on one shirt. Well, you gotta win the You got to put your name in the wheel
Boy,
and be like, hey, can I get a shirt instead?
You're not for your shit. I got a solution to the chat situation afterwards. I'll let you.
It will work on. If Tyler Smith is just too good, say 2 years from now at left guard, is he worth moving and tackle? I think if he's too good at guard, just leave him where he's too good at and just go find a tackle. You know? We'll see. A couple more questions, then we're going to get up out of here. Explain how Tristan Hill got pancaked by a rookie.
He different.
It's a different kind of rookie, man. Tyler Smith. Look, Tyler Smith's physicality wasn't an issue. His strength wasn't an issue.
Never.
You know, being nasty wasn't an issue. You know, it was getting his hands in the right place. That motherfucker it was in the right place, wasn't it?
Do-rag Angry Sky will pump George Pickens. How y'all know I wear do? Oh, well, Doug got waves. Yeah, definitely.
Voch, when y'all having that 7-on-7 game,
I don't want nothing to do with our referee. I ain't pulling nothing.
I'll coach. My legs hurt. 2 more questions.
No, I see my lady in the chat box. Is Sky getting that shirt? I can't wait to steal it. See, that's the problem.
No Shelly.
That's the problem.
No Shelly.
She already got like. You see all these wrestling shirts I got, bro? She got half of them.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame. Can't keep nothing. Can't keep nothing, bro. Miss Nate the same way, man. I can't keep. Don't nothing belong to me no more. King Element said my girl got all my hoodies up.
I was about to say I'm about to start ordering my hoodies real small.
Real small. Like I would have gave you this one, but you can't get in there. Can't get in there. Voch, do we need to sign a veteran wide receiver, or are we gonna be all right in the wide receiver room? We'll probably sign somebody, but you need Gallup to come back expeditiously is really what you need. With that being said, how does Sam Williams do? I've heard some good things about Sam Williams. But,
I want to know how he's doing in the.
But we got to see. Man. We got to see. If y'all are digging the Volume 306, I like it, man. It's so sleek. It's so us. You know what I mean? Like Dante, not Dante. Brillo said, I love that it's black. You know what I mean? It's just. It's just fire. If y'all want to cop the shirt, I'm dropping the link in the chat box right now. Hey man, hold us down. That's the best way to support directly. What was I about to say?
Shirts. We got other merch.
August 5th through 10th. Me and Will Steele will be at Oxnard. So if y'all want to say what's up, if you want to dap, have a con, whatever you want to do, we'll be there. We'll be reporting on camp, and I don't know how the work schedule is gonna go. It's definitely gonna vary because camp will be going on as the normal show would be going live. So what we'll probably do is we'll just get the reports. We may put out something, through the phone or whatever, but we'll probably do like a practice recap show like a little bit after, like 5 Central, maybe something like that. We'll work it out. Just keep your ears open, and we'll get that to y'all expeditiously. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, and my non-football platform, which is twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi, and of course all of the algorithm buttons for the volume. Hit likes on all that because they need to see all that. Master William, will you tell the good people where to find you and your good work?
At Skywalker still on Twitter, guys, and then every morning 8:30 a.m. 8 something.
It's gonna be 8 something. Go in there, just show up at 8 and just hang in the chat.
Hang
box
tight, man. Hang tight. 8 to Z Sports Dallas, man. Make sure y'all check me out.
You'll be there. I think that's all we got for y'all today, man. A little bit of a longer show, but we started later, so we had to compensate for that. Appreciate y'all for supporting us. Legit. Appreciate y'all, because if none of y'all watch this goddamn show, it wouldn't be nothing. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button. That's our currency. Y'all hold down for the dose of Wilson Peasky Whiskey. Until tomorrow. Volume.
Beats Planet.